I'm live.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Game Changer Podcast, where you got your boy T. Horton, along with Boss Man J, Mel Socrates, Nick Madden TV, Genome G, and that boy YNC. Man, we gonna discuss Odell Beckham and how he say $100 million 5 year. I mean, goddamn it, I'm fucked up all the way tonight. 5 year, $100 million contract, goddamn, ain't enough to live off. What's y'all take?
Let's listen to the
When
video.
you've sacrificed your whole life to get here, and you're like, yeah, I played 10 years in the league. And I always explain this to people, like, bro, you give somebody a 5 year, $100 million contract, right? What is it really? It's 5 years for 60. You're getting taxed. Do the math. That's 12 a year, you know, that you have to spend, use,
Save.
invest, flaunt, like whatever, however, just being real. I'm gonna buy a car, I'm gonna get my mama a house, I'm gonna do, everything costs money. So if you spending $4 million a year, that's really $40 million over 5 years, 8 a year, you know? And now you start breaking down the numbers, it's like, that's a 5 year span of where you're getting $8 million. Can you make that last forever? And you always hear the people who ain't us and ain't been in the position like, oh, well, that would last a lifetime. Yeah, this job that I sacrificed my whole life for, they are giving me that. I didn't ask for the certain dollar amount or whatever, but we weren't taught about no financial literacy and all the way. We weren't
Talk about it all the time.
we weren't taught this skill, and it's kind of like,
But stop living above your means. Like, what the fuck? Hey, motherfucker act like they
One
can't
word
say
I
that
heard
back.
in there that stood out was flunked.
Exactly. But like, stop living above your means. Motherfucker act like he can't scale back. So you're not making that 100 million no more. You're making a little bit less, or you ain't in the league no more. First off, you should have been
And I think he,
smart enough and invested.
yes, and I'm sure he did. I think he talked about that later in the interview. He talked about he invested, so he gonna be straight for the rest of his life. But he was saying he building something for the next generation to kind of not have to go through some of the struggles that he went through and stuff like that. I get that part, but he talking generally over a course of 5 years. That 100 million, he talking about $100 million contract, 5 years. Over 5 years, you getting what? 20 million a year, supposedly. He's saying only 12 of that you actually can spend, because 8 of that is gonna get taxed every year. And at the end of it, you really getting 60 million. And the numbers are still big. And I get what he's trying to say, but man, the average person gonna look down and say, this nigga crazy. The average person that does sound super crazy to the average person who making that offer way less than whatever he's saying, But of course, I guess he feel like he gotta, live up to a certain level of life because he's Odell Beckham Jr. So I kind of see what he was trying to say, and of course, he caught some backlash on the internet about it. But I don't know. I don't even know how to feel about it, man. OBJ crazy. Ryan Clark had to tell him save. He was naming stuff, and he saying, I gotta buy my mama house, I gotta buy my car, this and that, and he's like, save.
But you ain't gotta buy your mama a house every year. You ain't gotta buy a new car every year.
And I know your mama house ain't $4-5 million.
Exactly. And a lot of those expenses you had that first year that you got that money, you're not gonna have that the other 4 years. So you mean to tell me like you living that high above your means that you can't scale back a little bit? So you gotta have the fancy cars, you gotta have all the jewelry because you're trying to uphold this image for what? For who? Because at the end of the day, once that money gone, they leaving too. They're gonna help you spend it, and once it's gone, they all leaving with it.
To be fair, he talking about as a young man getting that kind of money, you know what I'm saying? He's not talking about himself at this age. He's talking about, when you first coming in the league and you first touching that big contract, and
And
it ain't
I'm
as big
speaking
as you
to
think
them.
it is. I think that's what he's trying to say, you know what I mean?
And I'm speaking to them. Even if that is what he's trying to say, find a different way to say it in.
I mean,
I
the nigga went to
saw
school, but he ain't no damn intellectual.
yeah. I saw on Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp had broke down basically. He said, hey man, it's not about the, how much you obviously bringing in and what you getting, and it's not, it's the upkeep on all those things. So like, because once you get your mama crib or you get your family members a crib or you doing all these things that you gotta keep up, it's money. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. A $4 million house, the tax, all the bills in the house every month, the utilities every month, and shit. That house that house 10,000 square feet. You buy my mansion, 9,000 square feet. Shit. The electric bill alone. It ain't gonna be no standard. That shit ain't about to be no standard electric bill. That shit ain't about to
Nah.
be 200, maybe 150, 200, 250. That shit about to be $1,000, $1,500. That shit add up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Little shit like that add up. So, and then you got your cousin this, you got your sister this, you got your brother that. You know what I'm saying? So, and if all these things, I need this paid this month, I need this paid this month, and then you become the cash cow for your whole family, that's how that type of shit dwindle down. So
Yeah, it go quick, man. It look good for the meantime, because like so they put that number out in, your face. Yeah, it looks sweet. You know what I mean? Woo, woo, woo. You telling all the guys, hey, say cool, finna get the contract. But the whole time, you heard? The whole time, that contract ain't really what it looked like. You heard me? Like you said, after you break down the tax, after you break down the expense, the normal monthly expense that you got, what your mama got, what your daddy probably got, what your cousin got, what my brother got, what my sister got. You done just took care of 7 people. You still gotta pay tax at the end of the month. Like at the end of the year, you still gotta pay tax, but you just took care of 7 people. Like you just took care of 7 people now. Then you bought your mama house. That's an extra bill. Cause you know your mama ain't gonna be able to afford the rent and all that and the mortgage in here. Keep up the light bill. The light bill ain't gonna be no couple $100. You living in a mansion. I got a mansion. She got a mansion. My sister probably just pulled through school. If he got
but
kids,
to be fair,
that don't sound like a problem though. You buying everybody
but
a
hold
mansion
on.
because you got one.
But to be fair, he was trying to say that he was gonna be straight, and he was trying to invest and make something happen for the next generation, this and that. But OBJ ain't no like. I don't think OBJ not like a real organizer of people and putting, CEO putting stuff together.
but that was business partner come in at. You see what Floyd did. I hate to say it, but you see what Floyd did. Floyd wasn't so good at that area either. So what did Floyd do? Floyd went got those people who were excellent at that, just like 50 Cent did. 50 Cent wasn't good at this part, but he was good at that. He was good at collecting the money. He wasn't good at knowing where to put the money. So he went got the people who was good at doing that part, and that played a part. In 50 role, that played a part to help Floyd Mayweather. So why did he do the same thing? Those are black men just like you.
Yeah.
Man, OBJ was just too famous, man. Y'all know that man was just famous. Like I said, he wanted to be in the light. He everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So when he blew up that fast, he probably ain't have nobody to tell him how to, like you said, like Chuck just said, he ain't have nobody to teach him or school him to be able to, save and put that money somewhere else. But
And to be fair, like it's true. At the end of the day, you got to be in that room and get that money, because everybody gonna say what they gonna do and what they nothing to do. But let you sit in that room and know you about to get 60 million tomorrow. You can say what you gonna do, but is you gonna do it? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know
Yes,
about anybody
sir. Yes,
else,
sir.
but I know me.
Yeah,
I know me.
Yeah,
and I ain't gonna be sitting there buying cousins this and cousins that. Fuck cousins.
And that's what
I'm looking out for my mama and my motherfucking sister. The rest of them
That's what I'm
motherfuckers
saying,
kiss
man.
my
Man,
ass.
Socrates, you right, but I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna look at it objectively, and I'm gonna look at it
Yeah.
logically. If you individually tomorrow you wake up and the motherfucker like come down here to this office and sign this to get this 100 million, and you walk
Mm-hmm.
out there with 100 or whatever 60 after taxes, whatever you walk up out of there with, everybody gonna handle what they handle it differently, right?
I
And
know
that's
me.
you know what I'm saying. So you gotta
Oh,
so you
wait
gotta
a
do
minute.
you gotta
That was another part of it.
Mm.
The other part of it was we're not talking about $60 million liquid, $60 million in your hand. We ain't talking about that. We talking about $60 million over the course of 5 years. So it ain't the same. It ain't the same. You're gonna be getting a paycheck just like going to work every week, and you be getting large sums of money, of course, but it ain't like just getting a whole 60 ball in your hand, in your bank account. Nah.
Yeah. But then
Whatever the
again,
per game rate.
even if we break it down like that, you getting a $250,000 check every game. You getting a $300,000 check every game, bruh. Who gets $250,000 game check? 300,000, the normal everyday person. Come on, man. I'm
And
just
you only
saying.
wait a minute, but you also and to his point, what he's saying, you also put your life on the line, put your body on the line because you training. Even though during off season, you still training and you still in the spotlight, you still famous. So it is a lot, man. Get OBJ a break, man. He ain't real business savvy, but he really stuck his foot in his mouth on the internet, and people are at his neck. They at his neck, and we'll just see.
I don't think he I think that the way the question was asked to him, he was trying to answer it and got lost in his answer, and then he just went on with what he was saying because he didn't want to look like a fool. But you just made yourself look bad. But like I was saying earlier, I know me, man. I don't give a fuck if it is $250,000 a game or fucking however much a game or however much a year. Some people don't deserve to be helped. Some family members don't deserve to be helped. And listen, I buy cuz a car and give cuz money, but that's about it. Ain't nobody getting no house but me and my mama, my sister, and my brother. But everybody else, nigga, what the fuck I look like? Why would I put somebody who's never had a house before into a house that they can't afford? Then that means I got to do the upkeep on.
Shit, that list you just named kind of long too.
Shit, I ain't got that many sisters and brothers.
I think you know what, Curry? I think that's fair to say. To be honest with you, I think that's very fair to say what you just said. In all honesty, you know what I'm saying? You probably look out on look good, do this for, do that for them. But the main people that get them is my mama, my siblings, my main siblings. So in my case, it'll be my mama and it'll be Nelly D. You know what I'm saying? But
and that's it. But they ain't finna get no motherfucking mansion. Shit.
Yeah. You will get a modern house.
It's just you. What you get a mansion for?
Throw them a few thousand or so much. You know what I'm saying? Throw them a few 10,000 like you're saying though, and then just move on.
Yeah, I set them straight now. You know what I'm saying? I put them, like I said, I put them in a modest house. You ain't gotta have no mess. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I put you in a modest house. I put a couple. You know what I'm saying? I put probably like 50,000 in each one of their bank accounts and call it good. From that, you gotta understand. Ain't no need to put no 100,000 in your bank account when I just put you in a brand new house. That's stupid. That means I'm basically spoiling you. I don't need to spoil you. I need to help you understand that look, this is the life and this is the route that we were given at the moment. This is not forever. That's what he's talking about right now. That money.
But
that
like
money
he
not
said
forever.
though, this is my body I'm putting on the line.
Yeah, you feel me?
My money.
You feel me?
Fuck?
So when y'all wake up every day and not being able to pay these bills in the house no more, I'm gonna feel some type of way, you feel me? So why put y'all in an extraordinary house that I know you can't afford? That'll be stupid. Because one thing about this, even me, my money gonna come to an end. That's the reality. Everybody can't play the game forever. The money gonna come to an end at some point. Until you learn how to make that money, make it money, that money gonna come to an end at some point. So you cannot let your family member run you down to the ground. That's something you can't do. Because one thing like Eminem said, you only get one shot at you. So whether your shot was good, But if your shot was bad, and luckily his shot was good, it's just like you said, the whole thing is not coming to him at one time. He's not getting the whole 60 ball up front. They breaking it out, chipping it out, chipping it out, chipping it out. So as they chipping, you spinning. Chip, spin. That don't work, bro. That don't work. That don't work.
And that's just for 5 years, like you said. What happened for the next 50 years, 30 years, you know? You got to make some more money somewhere else. Start your business. But what 22-year-old coming in the league making all that money starting businesses? No, these niggas spending it. Because this consumer mindset, we spend. As soon as we get the money, we spend the money on things.
We are also in the age of information is everywhere. There shouldn't be no 22, 23-year-old people coming into the league right now and leaving the league broke. Y'all done seen it happen too many fucking times with a lot of older players that you looked up to when you was growing up, and now they broke and damn near homeless. So you got too many opportunities, too many people out here that have been through it that's still around in the league trying to help other young players. Now, if you stupid enough to not want to listen because you think you know everything, then by all means, go ahead, be broke 2 years after you get out the league. And watch how many of those family members that you bought them houses and cars for start fucking with you.
When you've sacrificed your whole life to get here,
Like
play 10 years in the league.
Like you said earlier.
I always explain
Once
this
the
to
money
people, like, bro,
gone,
you
they
give
gone.
somebody a
You know what
5-year,
I'm
$100
saying?
million
So
contract,
basically,
right? What is it really?
but
It's 5 years
even though,
for
you know what I'm
60.
saying, you
You
basically
getting
on borrowed
taxed.
time. In all honesty, you still on borrowed time. So as long as they give you this money, as long as we're gonna be around. Your money, your well run dry, the people run dry. Like it just everybody is really a leech in a way, bro. Like they just sucking the life out of you until it's all low. I hate to put it that way, but bro, that's anybody. That could be your mom, they could be your sister, they could be your brother, that's anybody though, bro. Until okay, Rick Ross said it better than anybody. He said my sister and my mama hadn't asked me for nothing in over the last 8 years. You know why? Because I made something for them so they don't have to ask me for nothing else. So I don't know why he didn't have a business mind frame set up. Like you said, I understand you coming in the league real young and you getting these crazy, you know what I'm saying, dollars put in your hand. I understand that. But bro, after the sensation is over, it's some logical got to happen in your mind. Okay, the sensation is, I got that contract. I got this contract. Off in the yeah, off in the yeah. I got this contract.
Ball out. I'm gonna go
open
it. I'm gonna go get the video. Make it rain. That's all you need with it.
I'm at the Kardashian party. I'm at the Diddy party. I'm pulling up VIP. I'm pulling up in the spider now.
Nigga, I know you ain't just say you gonna Diddy party. Nah.
I'm just saying in general, man. Hey, look, that's how the celebrity work, man. That's how the celebrity work, man. Man, that's how the celebrity work, man. But I'm saying to say at some point after the sensation is over, bro, real life gotta kick back in. And sometimes you can be like, okay, let's say this. You can be like LeBron, make smart investments. LeBron money still continue to go up, even though he's still getting a little NBA check. LeBron is making more money off the court than he is on the NBA now. His money is still going up because he made smart investments. So at some point, LeBron, in his mind, the sensation was over with. He knew it wasn't going to last forever. So Odell should have had some kind of common sense or logic about something. Not saying that first year because you're young still. But come on, man. Come on, man. You ain't going to do all the years in the league and just saying, oh, this what they're going to be forever. If you thought like that, man, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Already. Hey, we're going to leave it right there till next time. Y'all stay tuned right here on the Game Changer Podcast where we talk sports, politics, current events, and everything in between. Stay tuned.
Hey, choose life.